into the world where fashion meets the art, a journey that sparks minds. Each lesson plays a part.
In my years of teaching, I came to realize that you don't have to be an education major to be an amazing CTE teacher. I know some content areas are like, you didn't major in education, so they don't, may not really look favorably upon what you're doing or that you have that knowledge. However, corporate America industry really helps you bring some valuable skills, experience, all of that to the table and translates into a great teaching environment. Real world experiences, stories about what you did, connecting the learning to a real world situation, all of those things help create an environment of learning. You can talk at kids all day long, but if you're not connecting what it is that you're wanting them to learn to something that shows them how what they're learning can be valuable, or how what you're teaching them is actually something that you use as a part of your resources or knowledge to do the job that you've done previously in the industry, it helps them say, oh, okay, so you're not just teaching me something just to be teaching me something. You're teaching me something that's a valuable asset for me to use when I decide to go out into my career, or even just transitioning them from high school to college, and helping them prepare themselves for the content that they're going to learn in college, and letting them know you're going to see this again in college. So you can be ahead of the game by gaining this knowledge now and being ready for it when you go to college. It is so interesting to me because I've had students that I communicate with my students. I still communicate with my students to this day. And I had students would call me or text me and say, Miss Walker, can you believe our professor told us we were going to have to write a 10-page document, and everybody was falling out and, are you serious? 10 pages, blah, 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 blah. And we wrote 30-page documents for DECA. Cha-ching. It's those things that you preparing them for. And because I had done project management, because I had done reports management, because I had written documents, because I had planned events, I was able to bring that into the classroom, help my students learn these skill sets, and then they were able to take those and apply them when they left high school, giving them real examples, giving them real stories, connecting them to my experiences. Those are things that really help you become the teacher that students want to learn from. Um, no amount of education really was going to prepare me for that. It's those real world things that allowed me to be relatable as a teacher and allowed me to really um, gain their attention and to really reel them in and make them ask questions. Make them ask questions, allow them to explore, and I was able to help direct them in various ways. And one of the biggest ways that I help, connect students to my experience is my entrepreneurship class, because I had managed my mom's business. I had a business right out of college doing fashion design, and I had a business that I was still doing to a certain extent which was a hair bow business. And I loved using that example of my hair bow business because it's a simple thing. You're making hair bows. And I was able to relate why I started the business. I was able to relate how I obtained my resources, materials, and then how I calculated how much a hair bow was going to be. So taking those things and students knowing that I actually did this, I'm not just, opening up a book and saying, okay, this is what you're going to learn today and blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, this is what I did. And let me tell you how I did it and why I did it and what my experience was. So those are the things that really helped me be a teacher that students wanted to learn from and to make the classroom an exciting place to be. So now I'm challenging you to think about what three things, three experiences that you can share about yourself with your students to help them connect to you. And just know this: your shared life experiences are the connection to your students' untapped potential. So now go ahead and share this in your stories and come back tomorrow for the next Hash Marketing Teacher Tip.